Hey guys, this is gonna kind of be a rough video, besides my camera's not working again. My rear camera's working, obviously. And I'm taking this at night, so not that the quality is good on any of my videos, but this one's probably gonna be worse than usual, and, but I'm getting a new phone, so yay. But yeah, I'm kind of in a bad way. I know I mentioned in some of my other videos that I deconverted from my spiritual beliefs roughly about a year ago. And in the beginning, it was really bad. I had constant chest pain and shortness of breath. And I like, even though at the time I didn't have health insurance, I actually went to a doctor because I thought there was something physically really wrong with me. I've experienced acute anxiety before, but that like low grade constant anxiety, I'd never experienced that before, and it felt so physical. And I was relieved that there was nothing physically wrong with me, but I was surprised that there wasn't. But my brain had this narrative about how life works, and my spirituality gave me a sense of control over my reality. And then almost overnight, I lost that. I had this belief that everything happens for a reason, that things are predestined, major illnesses and life changes and death. It's all predetermined. And now I've kind of came to realize how random everything is. I could die or lose everything I've ever worked for in just a moment's notice. So my brain just started to scream at me that nothing was safe, danger lurked everywhere, and no wonder why I had so much anxiety, because I felt so out of control, and that bad things could happen at any time, and there would be no rhyme and reason to them, and it was hard. But when I was told that my issue was anxiety, I did get some resources. I found a secular therapist, and I liked her. She was helpful in some ways, but I just didn't really connect with her. And then, over the summer, I had to take care of my mom for a little bit, and I had my surgery, and planning the party, and getting a new car, and I had a lot of distractions, and, and I was doing the YouTube weight loss journey thing, and, that was kind of keeping me accountable when it came to like my diet and exercising and stuff like that. So I was actually feeling pretty good. So I stopped going to therapy. I think now, because the dust has settled on everything, that existential dread has been creeping back into my life. I actually think that's probably the reason why I've been overeating so bad in December. I'm probably just like numbing out from all this constant low grade anxiety and dread that I've been feeling for this past month. Sometimes it's even hard to connect with some resources because most people I know have been deconverting from Judeo-Christian beliefs. If, again, seen any of my other videos, I actually at 12 years old got indoctrinated into this like new age, woo-woo sort of apocalyptic ideology. And there was a huge emphasis on like oneness and mass consciousness and interconnectedness. And I believe there is this like spiritual energy, right? That like connects everybody and everything, past lives, future lives. There's this, whole big grand purpose for the whole thing. And it's weird because that oneness, there is some truth to that, just physically, in the fact that we're all made out of the same shit. We're all made out of the same stardust. And we live, maybe if humans were a little better with some things, like, we do have these ecosystems that rely on one another. So there is this kind of, connectedness, but I don't feel it anymore. I'm actually like having a problem just feeling connected to anything. I don't know. I'm still having some trouble like putting my thoughts and feelings into words. I'm struggling with meaning and purpose in my life. I'm feeling myself slipping into this like nihilism, the apathetic depressing type. And I'm really scared of that. I'm like literally scared of my own brain right now. My spirituality in the past was a large bedrock for my coping mechanisms. And you know, and it's interesting because I did learn some coping skills while in therapy, and I know what I need to do, at least if it's somewhat helpful to start getting me on that track. It's like this wall of resistance is coming down. Even with, I started to incorporate some ritual from my spiritual beliefs in a more secular way. I mean, I've tried, because like nature is real, and even though a part of my old spiritual beliefs were very natured based, so I don't know if the pendulum has just swung to the point where even wanting to connect with nature, like this wall of resistance comes down. And again, I'm having some trouble explaining my thoughts, but that's the best way I can put it for now. I mean, one of those coping skills is journaling, that has been super helpful for me in the past. And I actually got down a lot of these thoughts before I started the video, so I'm hoping that this is going to be my first step in getting myself out of this spiral I'm currently in. And I've also been considering going back to therapy, but like I said, I didn't really connect with my last therapist, and I've contacted a few others that are in my state who do like the telehealth stuff, and a lot of them are booked like 10 to 12 weeks out, and I would like help now, but maybe I'll just contact her. It's something, right? A while back, I bought Viktor Frankl's book, A Man's Search for Meaning. If you haven't heard of it, it's about a psychologist who ended up in the concentration camps. It's been recommended to me. I bought it a while back. I've been putting off reading it, and yeah, I think this might be the opportunity to do it. I wrote a lot of my feelings down, but I think I just need another outlet to just get it out. But for anyone who is actually watching this, and if anyone is also going through any deconversion issues, I'm going to list a couple of resources. Secular Therapy Project, where you can find therapists who specialize in this stuff. And Recovering from Religion, I will list their website and their YouTube channel. They have been helpful. And yeah, I'll see you when I see you.